It's such a delight to work with Elliot Engel, and you can't ask for a better sponsor, a better lead sponsor than Elliot. Thank you, all of you, for being here today. Your presence demonstrates your commitment to keep up the fight against HIV/AIDS, and this commitment remains strong through the passage of ETHA. It is an important step in improving the quality of life for countless individuals, and luckily I have the pleasure of working with great champions and experts in the field. My colleague, first of all, Elliot Engel. He's my favorite mensch. He's always taken such good care of me, and we work together, as he said, on so many issues, domestic and international. Our good friend, Robert Greenwald, thank you, from Treatment Access Expansion Project. Laura from the National Alliance of State and Territorial AIDS Directors. Callie Lindsay, the National Alliance for People with AIDS. Noemi Saylor from Energy and Commerce Committee. Thank you to Mr. Waxman for his great leadership. Scott Boulay from Speaker Pelosi's shop. He's a Senior Appropriations Associate. Dr. Rick Elian, Infectious Disease Specialist at Whitman Walker Clinic. And Karen Reynolds, whom I know that you'll be hearing from soon if you haven't already, who's a patient at Montgomery County, Maryland. But you don't need to be an expert to recognize this serious problem with the current system for low-income individuals living with HIV/AIDS. And as we have said, why should anyone be forced to become disabled by full-blown AIDS before they can receive access to the care they need, they deserve, and they have earned? It is just nonsensical. And if we simply provide care and treatment earlier in the course of the disease, we can prevent patients from becoming seriously ill in the first place. And as you know, my district is South Florida, and while HIV/AIDS is certainly a global crisis and a national epidemic, for me it's an intensively local issue and a problem that's near and dear to my heart. My county of Miami-Dade County ranks second among large metropolitan areas for people living with AIDS. Last year, a reported 23,000 county residents are reported living with HIV/AIDS out of a population of just 2.4 million. The complexity of care in my community is greatly increased by a widely diverse and oftentimes poor population who regularly lack the insurance that they need. And while the disease impacts all races, backgrounds, genders, and social groups, there's certainly a distinctly disproportionate number of minorities impacted. It is my expectation that with your partnership and your strong support, we can get ETHA passed this year and help not only those in my community, but in our country as a whole. ETHA is indeed a great opportunity to bring about much-needed help, a greater quality of life to thousands of individuals who are living with HIV/AIDS, and I know that this is the year that we're going to make it happen. Sí, lo podemos hacer este año.